You're in Spain. The sun is perfect, your sangria is cold, but something feels off. You picked the wrong beach town. Estepona was calling, but you booked Nerja. Or maybe it's the other way around. Two towns, same coastline, totally different soul. One will steal your heart, the other might just test your patience. Let's find out which one's your Spanish soulmate. Let's set the mood. If Nerja and Estepona were dinner party guests, Nerja would bring a guitar and start a spontaneous flamenco set. Estepona would show up in linen with a bottle of Rioja and insider stock tips. Nerja is magnetic and social. Estepona is chill and polished. So, before we go further, ask yourself, are you here to unplug or to uncover hidden caves, tapas bars, and your next scandalous beach crush? Whichever one you choose, you're not wrong, but the right fit makes the trip unforgettable. Nerja's beaches are dramatic. Literally. Cliffs tumble into turquoise coves. Playa de Burriana is the star, framed by the Sierra Almijara Mountains. It's postcard stuff, but with crowds. Like selfie stick armies in summer. Now Estepona, smooth operator. Long, wide beaches like Playa del Cristo and Playa de la Rada let you stretch out and breathe. Less cliffside drama, more sangria-in-hand serenity. And the best part? Chiringuitos, beach bars, where locals will argue passionately over anchovies like it's a sport. If your ideal beach day includes people watching and pebbly coves, Nerja wins. But if you're the I just want to nap under a straw umbrella type, Estepona has your name on it. Both towns have old towns that could charm the pants off a stone statue. Nerja's is Andalusian romance in tight lanes, geraniums spilling from balconies, street musicians, and tapas joints that seem to multiply every hour. But Estepona's Casco Antiguo? It's been glowing up. The whole center got a makeover, and now it's like a Pinterest board come to life. Each street is themed by color. Pink flowers here, purple there, and every corner feels curated for your camera roll. Plus, the murals. It's like a walking open-air gallery. So do you want your old town rustic and buzzing? Or artistic and quietly stunning? Okay, let's talk tapas, because no decision should ever be made on an empty stomach. Nerja is scrappy and authentic. You'll find traditional bodegas with local families arguing over who makes the best paella, and waiters who will absolutely forget your order, but then bring you something better. Estepona, on the other hand, feels curated. There are Michelin mentions. You'll get modern Andalusian fusion in garden courtyards, fresh off the boat seafood, and cocktails that come with smoked rosemary sprigs for no reason other than drama. Nerja is all flavor, no pretense. Estepona is polished, but it knows how to feed you well. Now let's talk about your actual days. Nerja is active. You've got the Balcón de Europa, a cliffside promenade with jaw-dropping views. Then there's the famous Nerja caves, giant underground cathedrals where prehistoric humans once partied. Okay, lived. And if you like kayaking into sea caves or hiking the Rio Chillar in wet sneakers, Nerja's your wild child. Estepona? She's not trying to impress. She already knows she's cool. You've got the orchidarium. Yes, that's a thing. Charming boat harbors and mellow marina strolls. It's your pace, no pressure, just vibes. Want stories to tell? Nerja. Want peace you'll miss for months? Estepona. Let's not ignore the elephant in the room, tourists. Nerja is better known. It gets packed in high season. It's lively, it's loved, and sometimes it's loud. Estepona is quieter, especially in its neighborhoods. It has that upmarket without being annoying thing going on. Real estate? Climbing, but still a better deal than Marbella next door. If you're asking, could I live here for a month? Estepona has solid Wi-Fi, good groceries, and a less chaotic pace. Nerja's doable too, but expect more foot traffic, more English menus, and slightly louder nights. Each town has that one thing that sticks with you. Nerja's is the energy, that pulse. Even at sunset, when everyone's lining the Balcón de Europa, there's this collective joy, like everyone knows there's somewhere special. And yeah, there's always someone playing guitar. Estepona's secret weapon? It's soul. It doesn't yell about how pretty it is, it just is. The kind of town where the baker knows your dog's name by day 3, and the sea breeze seems to whisper, you could stay. Let's map this to you. Choose Nerja if you love a bit of chaos with your coast. You want adventure on Monday, flamenco on Tuesday, and tapas overload on Wednesday. You're okay with stairs, crowds, and slightly chaotic parking situations. Choose Estepona if you travel to unwind, not to chase. You like your beaches wide, your wine cold, and your evenings quiet but golden. You secretly browse property listings while on vacation, just in case. You want the truth? There's no wrong answer. But you knew I'd say that. So here's the real payoff. If you're visiting southern Spain and want punchy days, dramatic views, and enough cliff-edge sunsets to make your Instagram combust, Nerja is your moment. If you're dreaming about living here, or just vacationing like someone who might, Estepona is your storybook. And honestly, the best move might just be both. A week split between Nerja and Estepona is like ordering both desserts and not feeling bad about it. Spain wants you to indulge. Quick detour. If charming coastal towns are your thing, don't miss our guide to the best things to do in Cudillero, Spain. It's the northern cousin of Estepona and Nerja, colorful, cliff-hugging, and unapologetically photogenic.